Rachel, we're here with Metal Gear Solid. This might be the last episode.
Good luck.
So, if you remember last time, we had to input the final PAL key, the heated card. Remember?
Yeah.
To disable Metal Gear.
Don't waste time.
That was an accident. That was not intentional. Alright, we just have to go back to the control room. Any predictions on what's gonna happen next?
You won't be successful.
Why? Somebody will stop us?
Yep.
Who? The
Liquid.
one-armed gunslinger? Ocelot?
Liquid.
Liquid again? We'll find out. Our health is pretty low. I did not notice that. Why? What happened?
I know it.
There's a guard here.
How do you know? There's no signal.
No, from what I remember. Well, we have some ammo. Let's get it. Oh, no guard? Well, that's okay, I guess. Alright, where's the PAL key card? Right here. Ready? It's time to deactivate Metal Gear. First, get rid of the cameras.
Right.
Alright,
Go do it.
here we go. We're done. You thought we were gonna be stopped? You're
It's
wrong,
not
Rachel.
over till it's over.
PAL code number 3.
There, it's done.
Confirmed.
Not yet.
PAL
Not
activation
too soon.
Complete.
But there should be a trick, right?
Detonation code activated.
Rachel!
Why?
Activated! Not deactivated. What's going on?
What did it say?
Ready for launch.
It says
I
activated.
deactivated it.
Remember what they mentioned? If it's deactivated, it'll be activated. And then
Thank
the
you,
opposite.
Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us too. I really must express my gratitude.
What's going on with Master?
Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code.
He was able to resist the
Even
torture.
with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind.
So
Then
they're all
Ocelot
fucks, yeah?
accidentally killed him during the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting
So
a
they
little
failed to get the code from the chief.
Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
You got used.
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
You've been played.
You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
We got
Ace
played.
in the hole.
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Master is close.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
Who is this, Rachel?
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
To who?
Me, dear brother.
I told you.
It's Liquid all along.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
It was never Master Miller. We were tricked, Rachel. Uh-oh. Let's put on the gas mask. What do we do in this instance? We're trapped. We can't get out of here, Rachel. So did you get what happened with the with all that talking?
Maybe you should wait. I just wanna say first before you go asking me, take a ration so you can take that because you're already full.
Oh,
But
okay.
your life's not full.
Good idea. So
You can still take that. Yeah.
the DARPA chief, two people had the codes. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president, Kenneth Baker. They were able to get Baker's code via torture. But they did not get the DARPA chiefs. Ocelot killed him accidentally with the torture device. That's why they thought you might know it. So Decoy Octopus pretended to be the DARPA chief. And he died via the Fox die.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a
I
minute.
should have called earlier.
So he's the
Secret.
secret.
And then if you remember the PAL keys, it works two ways. If it's deactivated, it will be activated. If it's activated, it will be deactivated. It was never
So-
activated all this
I
time.
hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Ooh.
So we were used to activate Metal Gear.
Go out.
Wait, disable the camera. Just to be safe. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Let's use another ration.
Is that Liquid?
That
he
was
said he was
Liquid.
very close by.
That was him. Dear brother is here. So it was their plan all along to get me to this point and to activate
But
the...
why kill all the other Foxhound members?
to test me
Snake! Did you like my sunglasses?
as master.
You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Armstech president and Decoy Octopus.
Fox that.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how. Why?
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge.
Remember Frank
We still
Yeager?
don't know what
Gray Fox?
changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows.
So now they have leverage because Metal Gear
Anyway,
is
it
activated.
might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Armstech president and Decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Dye.
But no one else,
But
right?
Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case,
Why
if
are
it
you
doesn't kill
problem
you,
solving
then I'm not
together?
worried either. After all,
Just
our
wanted to
genetic
answer
code
questions.
is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
They're identical
Yes,
genetics, Rachel.
twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Oh no, Rachel. He entered Metal Gear.
Snake!
What?
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon!
Oh yeah, you have to
Consider it an
leave.
honor, a gift from your brother! Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
It's moving.
Is
Good
he
luck.
controlling it?
He's controlling it. He's piloting it.
How do I stop it?
How do we defeat Metal Gear, Rachel?
I don't know. Use all your explosives.
Alright, let's get down to business. So what can you say about the twist that he was master and was manipulating you all along? You did not expect that, did you?
No. Still a bit confused though.
Why? What are you confused about?
Why did they have me kill all those other members?
Other members of Foxhound?
Yeah.
So that you will be convinced that you're trying to stop them. To make it appear realistic, right?
It's crazy.
So that you would feel that you're really in this mission. Alright, I'm just gonna go straight to business here. Chaff
How are
grenades.
you gonna kill him?
Chaff grenades will disable some of his weaponry. Then we'll have to use some missiles. Uh-oh. Let's try to shoot us. Oh no. Run away.
Uh-oh.
Okay, shooting some bombs.
Oh! Right at you.
Let's use some more chaff. Any other questions you have with the plot?
So he's still a terrorist, right?
Yeah. But when the DARPA chief died, they lost their chance to get the codes.
Oh no.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep swapping between the chaff grenade and the stinger missile. Gonna use a ration because I'm almost dead. More chaff. Because with the chaff, his missiles lose their homing capability. Without the chaff, it will automatically lock onto us, which will give us big trouble.
Oh, but he's still hitting you.
Yeah, but not 100% accurate. So Liquid was saying that there must be a problem with Foxside because how come Ocelot and him did not die?
So it's like airborne?
We are the carrier. Solid Snake is the carrier.
Yeah, you didn't inject anything on them, so it must be just airborne.
That's right. That's
How
it.
about Meryl? What?
Mariel's still somewhere else. We don't know where she is.
She should be infected as well.
Also, we're clones of each other, and apparently, Solid Snake got the best genes, the dominant genes. Liquid got the recessive genes.
So they did that through genetic manipulation?
That's right. Last in Fonz Theory, that was a project to create clones of Big Boss. Alright, remember the ninja?
Oh, right. Why is he still helping you?
We're buddies, remember?
Oh, he's also Deep Throat.
That's right. He was helping us.
You haven't aged well.
You can now see his face.
Will he die now?
Nope.
Ooze.
He has a super gun.
Oh.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
We're gonna die?
Okay. Liquid finally found us while we are chatting over here.
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
I thought it was the ammo box.
Was that like a super gun?
What's he gonna do, Rachel?
How is he gonna stop it from moving?
We'll find out. Oh no! His
Oh.
arm got cut off, Rachel.
How well is he gonna stop it if he's...
He's shorting. Oh
In
no!
the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals.
He's
Instead
so
of
dead.
foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Fox is still shooting.
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
That helped.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the code name Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Should we shoot? What do you think, Rachel?
Now,
What do you
front
think?
of you,
Should they shoot or not?
I can finally die.
Shoot or not?
After
Yeah.
Zanzibar,
No good.
I was
can't do it.
taken from the battle. Neither truly alive
It's
nor
not
truly
good.
dead.
I can't do it.
Snake can't do it. I'm pressing the button.
Shadow
No,
in the
I
world
can't
of
do it.
light. But soon,
It's no good. I can't do it.
finally end.
Snake cannot do it, Rachel. He's still alive.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
At least Liquid has the courtesy to let him finish talking, right?
Well, he didn't do anything anymore. So it was just at that point he was gonna die.
That's right, he let him finish. And now Fox is but a puddle of blood.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Here we go, Rachel. Part 2 of our fight with Metal Gear Rex. Okay. I'm hoping we have enough. Darn it.
Oh.
I think I better use the chap again. Run away, run away!
Ah, what's that?
His missile thing. Sorry, his laser thing, which is very deadly. I'm gonna use another one just to be safe. More chaff. There, the chaff throws his aiming off. So what can you say about Gray Fox being the killer of Naomi's parents?
Makes sense. I mean, his actions of taking Naomi because he was guilty.
So does it justify him killing the parents?
Of course not. Nothing justifies killing.
Now. Alright, more. We still have 4 chaff. We'll run away for now. Alright, let's shoot some more missiles. We got this. One more, hopefully.
Is he the MG Rex?
Yeah, he's Metal Gear Rex.
Oh,
So-
I'm kind of close.
I think he has instant death attack, so better be careful.
Okay, that one's tricky.
One more.
Oh no, you're so close.
Sure. Alright, done.
Is that really the end, or like there's still more?
Crush you into dust.
He wasn't able to stop us before malfunctioning. This is their nuclear weapon, Rachel. If it's destroyed, then they don't have anything to demand the White House for.
But won't it just, because it's malfunctioning, it might just fire a nuclear weapon suddenly.
We got knocked out by the explosion. Is Liquid dead?
Nah, I don't think so.
That's Liquid.
What was that? Oh, that was Liquid.
That's Brother. So if you remember at the start, in the briefing videos, Solid Snake also had long hair and was also blonde. He cut his hair and colored it so that he won't look like Liquid.
He doesn't know Liquid yet.
They had pictures.
Snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now.
Soldiers
With
are
all
no
the
longer
liars
valued.
and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you?
What's the answer?
Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You
He's also a mind
enjoy
reader.
the killing.
Yeah.
That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
It was a high.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. Is he gonna explain it now?
So
Les
are you-
enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier
You know who?
in the world.
Big Boss?
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby man.
You know what the super baby
They
method
fertilized
is?
an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA.
Except,
But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born.
So is he sickly?
But you and I aren't his only children.
you can build yourself up, right?
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different.
All those nameless soldiers we
Digital.
were fighting and
With the
killing.
completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
Ready for that?
Thanks to Father's DNA,
Genetics.
they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
They don't seem to be that smart.
The genome
They were
soldiers.
mass produced
That's
already.
right.
That's
They
right.
are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous
But
sacrifices.
they're just mimics.
Sacrifices.
human experiments. 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
And that was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
Experiments.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The
Really?
genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you.
Symmetry sucks.
That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
That's why you
You
want
want Big Boss's
body.
DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And
You
then
have a
I'm going to
brain.
go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage.
Yes, what does he want?
And to do that, first, I will kill you.
It's brother against brother,
Was he
Rachel.
successful? I thought if he drew his
Look
sword
behind
and
you!
Hey, who's that?
Meryl!
Arrow.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
What does he mean about that, Rachel?
Colonel, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS
What for?
to bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, P-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force
We're gonna
Base.
bomb the base,
They're
Rachel.
carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no
So
more
he's gonna
danger of a
bomb you
nuclear
too?
strike from Metal Gear,
That's right.
he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake.
Is
The
it
truth
Meryl?
is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Ooh.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
So
Colonel.
he was also
I'm
been
ordering
lied
them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Snake!
Mei-Ling,
God.
what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
What's happened?
Snake the Colonel!
Oh.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
There's the Secretary of
How do you
Defense.
plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc,
Remember
I
the
might
disc?
consider saving them.
With Metal
What are
Gear
you
data?
talking about?
Metal
with
Gear's
Ocelot,
test
right?
data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
All right then. Liquid is
There's
happy.
no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
What does he want?
I don't know.
You
keep
stole
fighting.
everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this?
What's that?
It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
There's a bomb near Meryl.
Precise moment of her death, so it's like connected to her heartbeat.
No, he's just saying that when it goes off, she'll
If
die.
you
Hey,
win,
3 minutes.
you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end.
Why is he horny?
If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
We have 2.5 minutes left, Rachel.
Have at you, Snake.
Here we go. Oh, let's run around. Ow!
Uh-oh.
All right. It's not gonna be an easy battle, Rachel.
Let's hope he's the last one.
He doesn't want to get punched. Uh-oh.
Hey, you're gonna fall.
What's the technique here? Oh no!
What's wrong, Snake?
Rachel, I need to perform better here. When he does that, I shouldn't punch him.
Is he always doing it?
He's running around all the time. Oh, okay. Oh no! All right. Oh no! This is difficult. I have 120 seconds left.
He still got plenty of life.
Okay, he missed. Damn. All right. Come on, we have a minute. 5
Nice
seconds.
shot!
All right, we're almost catching up to his health. Oh, damn it. Got hit.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Oh, all right, missed. Still a long way to go, Rachel.
Really? At 40 seconds?
Come on, let's do the. Ah, what the hell? Get up, Snake.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
We might have to try again. I'm gonna try again. This is not as easy as I thought. Alright, I died. I have to be more aggressive next time.
Oh no.
What happened?
You died.
Have at you, Snake!
We have more time now. Because 30 seconds was cut off by him talking, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be more aggressive this time. Maybe not too aggressive.
Can he fall too?
If he goes to the edge, I guess. Alright. Doing okay this. I think we're doing better this time, right? Just be aggressive. That's the main lesson that I learned. Okay.
Oh.
Nice shot!
Uh-oh. Damn. That charge is pretty strong. Come on, Liquid.
What's wrong,
Hey,
Snake?
kill yourself, not Liquid.
What?
He said, come on, Liquid, and then he hit you and...
Come on, come on. Alright.
Okay, just keep doing
He's gonna
that.
charge. Or not. Alright, we're in the lead now. Uh-oh.
Oh!
What's wrong, Snake?
Alright. Gonna charge. Alright, let's go. Oh no!
Whoa.
I saw that coming, but I still got hit.
Hey, that was good.
Oh no, he's blinking! That's a cheat attack!
So you're not supposed to attack him?
When he falls, give him time to recover. Alright.
Have at you,
I got this now. I think. Still not easy though. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Oh no. His attacks are way stronger than ours. So much for having recessive genes, huh?
Maybe he
Nice
learned
shot!
that.
What's wrong, Snake?
Uh-huh.
Nothing wrong with you.
Uh-oh. Alright. Oh no!
What were you
Going to
doing?
blow!
Alright. Alright. Not, don't get greedy. Charge that.
Yay.
Charge. Oh man, I missed that. Almost there, Rachel. Alright, give him time to recover. When he's blinking, he can't get hit.
Whoa.
That sucks.
What's wrong, Snake?
Come on, Snake, get
Hey,
up.
what are you doing? You weren't that...
What? Uh-oh.
Still blinking.
Alright. Almost there. Better be careful, Rachel.
Still blinking. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Alright, a few more. Oh no!
Hey. Ah!
It's not easy. Should we save this final
How about you,
battle?
Snake?
Oh, I can't. You want to save the final battle for one last episode?
Are you hurt, Snake?
Yeah.
All right then. I think I'm not
Maybe
having a
you're,
great time.
yeah, maybe you're not having such good luck.
All right then.
Do it for me, Snake.
We'll see you next time for the final episode of
Metal Gear Solid.